A morning stream. A morning stream for you and for me. Welcome everyone to the morning stream. We don't have a theme song yet. I believe one day we will. Oh no, there's thunder. Oh no, there's lightning. It comes in a booming, terrible and frightening, but we're here to hang out on a Tuesday morning. Woo! Good morning to Jonathan Suttles in Knoxville and Mahi Zero, Kindleless MC, which is short for Mine Canada, Queenie the Unicorn, Girl Pixel Palettes, Pernchin One, Cha Cha, Rhiannon Dorn, Wobble Bob, welcome one and all. Welcome, howdy y'all. Moth is immortal and barbecue sauce. We need to post that the stream is going up on Twitter. Doing some more grinding out some more of the dig for my pinball machine mega base. On HermitCraft. Okay, we should probably, go somewhere that you can see this for the benefit of the viewers. Let's get things in the right spaces. On the hot bar, face is missing. My face is missing. Oh no, can we fix that? Oh no, it is broke and I don't know where I should go to fix it. Whoa. Alrighty, is that fixed? Kind of. Okay. You're putting the hot bar down here in slot 9. That's correct. 100% Joe Pasty. I should get that tipping link out. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. Jonathan says, will I take my fiance to Dollywood? We've actually already been to Dollywood. We actually stayed in the Dollywood Resort Hotel as well. Since my fiance has mobility issues, being able to take the shuttle from the resort directly to the entrance of the park was super helpful. They do have handicap spaces at the park for people who are not staying at the resort, but you need to have a handicap tag on your car, which I can't get right now because my fiance lives in London and not with me, and you can't get like a visitor's handicap pass for cars in Tennessee. So, yay, that's fun. But yeah, so we did Dollywood the park for I think 2 or 3 days. I think we stayed at the resort for I don't remember if it was 2 nights or 3 nights, but it was definitely, we stayed for more than 1 night, and we did the park a couple days at least. It was a really great time. But anyway, I need to link this, https://twitch.tv/JoeHills. Okay. Oh boy. We got some mining to do here, if you can't tell. And I think some part of that might involve moving this beacon over. Which there might be creepers underneath. Jonathan says, nice. I think everyone should have that experience at least once. Yeah, I definitely would rather have stayed in like a cabin or something. But since it was just my fiance, my daughter, and I, it was going to be cheaper to stay at the resort than to like rent a cabin. I had previously tried staying at one of the cheaper hotels nearby on an earlier trip, and it was way like it was literally like one of the worst hotel experiences I've ever had, and so that made me wary of doing a bargain hotel stay in that area again. But yeah, if you can get a bunch of family members to go in on a cabin rental, that's the way to do it. But you gotta have like a few paying adults chipping in for that to really work out math-wise. Barbecue Sauce says cabins in that area are super expensive. Well, but I've got 4 siblings who are all adults, right? And my parents live in Tennessee. So if we were like, okay, we're gonna get a 6-bedroom cabin and split it, you know, multiple ways, it would end up cheaper than a hotel room for the night. But for that particular weekend that we went, was not convenient for my family to chip in on. But yeah, like the actual invoice for the cabin will be higher than the invoice for a single hotel room, but you get a lot more out of it. You also then have a place to cook, and you know, it can be a lot cheaper at that point in that way too. But I was impressed. The resort had some good gluten-free options, more than we were expecting, and which is important as well. Welcome, Ivy Heaven. Welcome, Dawning. Glad you could join us. Jonathan says, time of year matters too. I helped build some of the newer ones. Oh, did you help build? Do you build those, like, awesome, like, cabins on the hills up there? I love those because they have amazing balconies with gorgeous views. Like, it's really the way to do East Tennessee if you're gonna be there for a while. If you can set aside a week. Okay. So let's see. What is going on? So these morning streams are a little bit different. You built those before college. Awesome. I mean, it's a great place to visit. I mean, it's definitely on my list of places to retire to as well. You know, like, if I don't necessarily want to work when I'm 65, but if I need to work when I'm 65, I would want it to be a job like the ring toss at Dollywood, where it's just like you hand out prizes and you give people buckets of rings. Like, and then, you know, you're like, oh, hey, boss, I'm going to my kids, or I'm going to my grandkids thing next week. I need off. And if they're like, no, you can't have off, you're like, oh, well, I operate the ring toss. Like, you can either fire me and not have anybody to work the ring toss, or you can just not have the ring toss be open that day. But, like, this is not a mission critical part of the park, and I will not feel bad either way. I would love to have a job that it helps if I'm there, but that if I'm not there, nobody's that upset. Like, that's my ideal retirement situation. I want to feel helpful sometimes, but I also want to be able to say, you know what, I'm old, and I can't be helpful today, but nobody's really going to suffer for it. Because there's some people that get into these jobs, like, down in Tullahoma, there's this Air Force base where, it's basically, if you've seen the show Eureka, it's kind of like that. And the base has done a really terrible job of getting new talent in. They basically, every so often, the federal government threatens to shut down the base, and it's like a bunch of scare tactics as part of the negotiation, or whatever. But, like, the younger group of engineers that was training to replace the older group of engineers all said, you know what? We're not going to put up with that. If you're going to threaten to get rid of this place, we'll just leave. And so now, like, a lot of the jobs at the base are done by the same people who have been doing them forever and are, like, 5 years past retirement age. And, it's just like, well, hey, you know, I really want to retire, but if I do, there's the people that I trained to replace me all quit, and there's no one to, you know, safely operate, like, the largest wind tunnels in the hemisphere. Boy. You know, I'd like to spend more time with my grandkids, but I can't. It's just like, I don't want to have a mission-critical job at that age. How do I have 28 extra blocks of iron? There's no way that that's the correct amount of extra iron to have, is it? 1, 2... Are these squares? Maybe... Did I really build that first one that inefficiently? I had 3 full stacks. I feel like I shouldn't have 28 left over. I must have built that other one really poorly somehow. Okay. Maybe I originally had 2 beacons on this one, and then I moved or something. I don't know. So either way, now we have haste beacon. Yay, haste beacon. Best beacon for hastily acting. I'm acting so hasty. I had a bagel that was tasty. It was very delicious for breakfast. And now I'm out of range of the beacon again. Where is the range of the beacon, just out of curiosity? It's like there was no way to get this perfect, but okay, it's over here. Okay. Moth is Immortal writes, mad bars this morning, King. Thank you very much, Moth Immortal. I am not going to move this beacon just to get this back corner here. Second says, found out that bizarrely my office Wi-Fi does block Twitch but doesn't block YouTube. Well, I mean, YouTube does have a lot more educational content on it. But that's one of the reasons I stream multiple places, is because different places have different rules about what you can watch. You can also always try joehills.net/live, where I self-host my own copy of the stream. I don't promote that one as aggressively because it doesn't have a chat feature. That's really more for people who are going to have the Patreon Discord chat open, but can't necessarily access YouTube and Twitch. But there is joehills.net/live, which has my own mirror of the video. I can only have up to 1,000 viewers on that, though, with my current plan, simultaneously. So, don't go around telling everybody to watch there. Cha-Cha says, I'm glad my university Wi-Fi hasn't thought to block Tumblr. Universities shouldn't be blocking anything. They're institutions of knowledge, not of blocks. I like the birds. Can you hear the birds okay? Got my windows open with the microphone pointed out so y'all can hear the bird songs from Tennessee here this morning. Ah, dang it, I'm just out of range of the beacon. There we are. Those are live. That is not like I didn't just Google bird songs. That's actually out my window with the microphone, bringing you a little bit of peace and natural beauty this morning here. In addition to my face, You know, I can't let my face have all the natural beauty because eventually I'm going to age out of that and have to work the ring toss, right? So I think now that Scar's dumpster is overflowing, we need to, like, the remaining boxes, we need to dye black and label them, like, for, what is it, how big, what is it, a 50-liter trash bag? What are the big black trash bags in liters? In Australia, do they use gallons or liters for the big black trash bags? Or what color are the big trash bags in Australia? Might be a better question. Anybody from Australia here today? Australia? For those of y'all who might not be able to understand my normal intonations. I mean, Second says, the second funniest thing blocked at work for me is GitHub. I mean, in fairness, like, if I was running a corporate IT network, I would probably have the NPM repository filtered out. It's like, if you're using NPM for something, you need to get that cleared by us. Like, there's a lot of security gaps in NPM, and not everybody needs it, right? So I know that's not the same thing as GitHub, but, like, I think the idea, if I was running a corporate network, would be make the process to get exceptions relatively straightforward and simple, but have it be relatively locked down by default, because just because the developers that work there need access to NPM doesn't mean that everybody does. $56-liter trash bag is a standard in Australia. And the big garbage bags in Australia are usually black. Okay, cool. Do phantoms spawn inside or outside of the pinball machine? I think they usually spawn outside. Can they spawn this low? We're below sea level. I don't think phantoms can spawn below sea level. Fill the dumpster by the shopping district portal. Is there one there too? Well, I think Pearl is doing a modded stream right now, so we don't have to worry about her stream sniping me. She's busy. I think it's kind of visually funnier to stack stuff up outside of Scar's portal than to immediately move to a second dumpster. Let's put these extra blocks over here too for later. Zancor says, I've spotted your face in the GUI. That caught me off guard. Yep, I'm down here in slot 9 putting the hot in the hotbar. We are currently 20 away from our first face camera expansion milestone. We keep track of those tips cumulatively on this abacus here. So even if you're not like, if you're like, well, I don't have 20, I can't make the face camera bigger. Well, if you tip 7 and then somebody else tips 5, that would get us up to 12, and that will be tracked on the abacus. Somebody else rolls in, tips another 5, brings us up to 17. Somebody else tips 3, boom, 20. And then the face camera gets bigger, busting me out of the hotbar. It's like a jailbreak, but without an iPhone. Fun fact, jailbreaks used to refer to escaping from prison. Dun 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 doo doo doo. Hey Solus, yeah, we are digging out the pinball machine now. We're inside the cabinet. We're down to like one back. We've got the 2 back corners and this wall here. And hey, we got 7 rolling in. Let's see who that tip that just arrived is from. Metricit says that's a lot of birch planks. Yeah, this is taking me a long time. Chad tips 7 and writes, for example, boom. That is going to get us 13 away for the next face camera expansion on the abacus here. Thank you very much to Chad for kicking us off with our first tip of the stream. Yeah, this is like a 1.5 year long project. It's pretty large scale. One of the things holding me back is I keep putting the beacons too close to the center. And then I have to fly back toward them in order to mine stuff out. Not my best plan ever. Luckily, these will auto or insta mine even without the beacon there. Yay, shovel, doing the work. Okay, how low do we need to go? Oh, we got it. Let's shovel this out too, the gravel. ZB says, is the emerald beacon actually covering an area that needs to be mined out? Part of it. Yeah, so if we fly over, that back corner there has a bunch of stuff I need. So like this part here is all in range of the emerald beacon, I think. But the problem is that I need to get sponges before I finish this part, and I haven't bothered. But yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of a water issue here. So that's the holdup there. Lev B tips 3, who says, "Wait, may I ask why the bottom of the machine is sloped?" Great question, Lev B. Well, pinball cabinets are generally sloped, so that way the pinball will fall toward the player. And so the whole cabinet is actually on an incline, not just the playfield. Playfield's at a slightly steeper incline than the bottom, but the whole machine is on an incline. The way you put the legs on. Welcome, that goalie. Hey, Badger Spanner rolling in the Discord chat. Glad to see you. I'm glad that you had a fun evening at Old Rope last night. Wish I could have joined y'all. If y'all have not made it out to Old Rope at the Comedy Store in London, I think they do it on, is it the first Monday of each month? But that's a new material night. I went last month when I was visiting London for the first time with my fiance. Had the absolute best time. It was amazing, and I recommend everyone check it out who has the chance. You know what? You're right. We are out of range of the beacon here, huh? I don't want to move that whole beacon over. But, yeah, maybe we're going to have to, because this is just obnoxious. I'm not in range of that one yet either. Dang it. Where is in range? Here, okay. Yeah, it might be time to move the Emerald Beacon. I'd rather move those boxes once they're full, though, because then we can just take them straight to the trash. Second Monday. Okay, yeah, second Monday. That would make sense, because yesterday was the second Monday. Boom. Yeah, moving the beacon will save me lots of time in the long run. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna work on mining out the part that is in range of the lower beacon there, while we fill these chests. Then once enough of these chests are full to make it worthwhile, because like basically at this point we've got 16 shulkers around here. We're gonna fill as many of those as we can before we move that. Metric, it says that doesn't look like 50 blocks away. I don't know how far 50 blocks is. Grumble, 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 grumble. Okay, so how low do we need to go down there? Let's just... Okay, we're getting some coal there. It's always good for fixing our elytra. We will eventually need the gravel ourselves, so we probably want to store that somewhere else, not in the boxes for pearl. 4 beacon range is 100 by 100 blocks. Okay, yeah, because we have a, the pinball machine itself is 128 blocks wide and 256 blocks deep. Boxes can stay, just make a tiny platform. No, the point of the boxes being close to the beacon is so I can warm myself on the beacon beam while I'm filling the boxes. My hands get really cold, because we're way below sea level, so it's hard for you to tell, but it's a damp cold down here. Like, I look forward to warming my hands on the beacon each time we return. And I don't want to lose that. Like, from a psychological standpoint, you gotta realize not everything's about optimizing everything in the game for numbers. Sometimes you just need your hands to feel something other than pain. Is a netherite pick better? Well, I have a box of diamond picks I'm swapping out. Diamond picks and netherite picks are the same speed. It's just the endurance, I think. Right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. Okay. There's a squirrel jumping around in the tree over there, and I'm underwater now. Welcome, Superfish. So the problem is, if I accidentally break a netherite pick, because I'm not watching the screen, it's more expensive to replace. I've broken probably about 8 picks in this project so far, and only one of them was netherite, but that was too many. I'm kind of done breaking netherite picks. I'm just switching over to diamond at this point. Awesome. Well, I hope you have a great time tonight too, Badger. I am definitely looking back on the time I spent in London with fondness. So one thing I just, well, you know, let me think about how to formulate that. Sometimes when I just learned something, it's not a good time to bring it up. Maybe I should do more reading or considering first. This is still kind of a waking up stream, so my brain is not fully... Okay, so here we go. Blocks. Dang it, we actually wanted to keep the gravel. Don't care about those. We do care about these. Okay, so then we can drop off these as well. Let's go swap out the pick. Lee vaguely gestures hi. Hi, Lee! She's now glaring at you. Is it because I sounded really disingenuous? You know, I actually don't know what hi is short for. Is hi short for something? I found out the other day that goodbye is short for God be with ye. As in, like, God be with ye on your travels. And... you know, that makes me worry. I've been saying a lot of things that I didn't necessarily know what they meant. I just kind of assumed that hi was short for hello. But maybe it's short for something that's particularly offensive to Lee. And I had no way of knowing that until I just walked right into that terrible, terrible linguistic trap. Badger says, hi is from hey. Hello is new compared to hey. What does hey mean? Is hey short for hail? Zam says it's a word meant to call attention, according to their Google search, which may or may not be accurate. Okay. Let's get a new pickaxe here. As you can see, we got plenty of picks. Picks are not our problem. And, of course, now it's getting dark. As soon as we fly away from the bed, it starts getting dark. Great planning all around. Top marks. Welcome, Demented MK. Okay, so what else? While we're over here, anything else we need out of this box? Probably not. How we can consolidate some of these down. Just to look busy. Trying to look busy on HermitCraft this morning. Okay, that squirrel is very precariously perched. I don't... Okay. That branch is not strong enough for it. I don't know what he's doing. Does he smell my... He's like climbed out really far just to look directly in my window. I need a... Where's my phone? I'll send Badger a picture. Can't send other people a picture. That's my face. He is right there. Oh. I didn't get it. I don't think. I wonder, like, I had a bagel before. Maybe the squirrel is investigating the smell of my bagel. But, like, I'm just like, what is that squirrel doing? He wants to co-stream, apparently. Yeah, I didn't get a good picture for you, Badger. Sorry. He saw me start moving and freaked out. Yeah, squirrel's like, I normally don't get to watch the streams. Speaking of which, my mob sounds are probably off. Oh, my mob sounds are certainly off. Yeah, he's literally coming to look in the window. Oh, he's eating something. He's eating something, and he's like, nobody will see me here. They're going to be afraid of the human. And so, proximity to the human will keep me safe while I eat, I think. Okay. That might be it. Okay. I'm like... But it's weird, I sit up here all the time, and usually the squirrel is not, like, climbing right into the branch. Like, if the window... honestly, I don't know how heavy a squirrel is. I mean, the window has a screen in it, so he probably knows not to try to jump into it. But, like, he might be able... He might be heavy enough to pop the screen if he just jumped straight out the window. I wouldn't want him to try it. Okay, let's go put away this stuff. Quirky Normie says, the rumors are true. This is the most unsettling yet calming Minecraft stream ever. You know, I'm not really... This isn't a contest. But I don't think you're necessarily wrong. That is just kind of how things go around here. I'm the hippopotamus, Flozig phosphorus, popping off the top of this esophagus. Prince Joseph says, Joe, I've been watching you work on this building for days now, and I still don't know what you're making. Oh, it's a colossal scale model of a pinball machine. We're inside the pinball cabinet right now. You can look up there. There's the back box. The playfield's going to go here. There's where the coin door goes. We're about to be out of the beacon range, so we're going to fly back real quick. Maybe we're... Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, looks like we need to go empty our inventory real quick. Val Krieger writes, Joe, your old Castle Ravenloft build inspired me to recreate more things from D&D builds I have in Minecraft. There's a ruined jungled city I want to really build. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I hope you have fun. I really enjoy adapting and scaling things for Minecraft. I built a scale model of the Evergiven. I built a one-to-one scale model of Ravenloft. I'm building a colossal scale pinball machine. I built some tiny scale things from England, like Big Ben and Parliament and all that. Back in Season 1, as part of my Transatlantic Tea Time series, where we explored similarities and differences between the United Kingdom and America, on account of HermitCraft being a very international server. Everybody's saying hello to the birds. Rokon Shimo says, Window Mic streams are the best. Yeah, they're pretty good. Oh, sorry. Apparently, Big Ben is the monster. Dr. Ben Frankenstein is the tower. Got it. Oh, I did the giant floppy disks for XP Season 7 base. Okay. So we're making some progress here. Okay, so let's go down 6 blocks, I guess. 1, 2. Oh, that's going to be an issue. So you can't go down 6 blocks there because it looks like I mined out. Okay, I've gone too far. I don't know if this counts as a wildlife cam, Vin, because I don't... I mean, I guess technically I'm pretty wild and alive, and there is a camera pointed at me. But if your assignment is to watch a wildlife cam, I'm not sure that this satisfies the assignment. Daddy Bird 4K says, Major Geek question, what kind of mic are you using in the window? There's no road noise. Well, for one thing, I am dropping the bass out of it. I can personally hear the rumble of stuff going past, but an occasional tire sounds. But yeah, a lot of that's not getting passed through. The birds aren't going to be that low, though. So, in terms of the kind of mic, it's an AKG P120. But yeah, there's also some air conditioner sounds that are kind of low that are getting cut off at the bottom end. And now I think I hear a chainsaw. There's still people chopping up trees from the storms we've had the last few weeks. The chainsaw might be high enough that it's not being caught by the filter. But it's also pretty distant. Now that you've said that, all I can hear is the road noise. So, because, but I'm glad that it's mostly getting filtered out successfully for y'all. Oh, it's not some fancy shotgun mic, no. No, this is literally just the mic that we use for when my sister's here on the guitar, except instead of being pointed at the guitar, it's pointed out the window. Queenie the Unicorn Girl says, not gonna lie, I live next to a highway, so any road noise your mic is picking up, I'm just assigning to what I'm already hearing. Gotcha. Now there's a plane going over. I don't know if the plane's getting filtered out too. Petulant Petrichor says, I heard some of the chainsaw, but it sounded more like an electric toothbrush. Yeah. That's probably because with the low end dropped out, you're hearing the higher bits only. Yeah, there it comes back again. As I rock it, which is going to hit the same frequencies anyway. Now someone's running a leaf blower. The green glass has a smiley. That's the webcam. That's me. Hi, it's me. I'm the webcam, it's me. We are currently 9 away from the next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I'm currently in slot 9, putting the hot in the hot bar. Okay. Ooh, landed. Oops. Well, let's grab these blocks as well and take them to Pearl. Don't need all these. How did I get the idea for the pinball machine? I mean, I didn't invent pinball. It's like if I was building, like if I was building a house in Minecraft, and you were like, "How did you get the idea to build a house?" I mean, they've been around since I was a kid. I don't know. Chloe the Great and Powerful, tips 14. We were 10 away. Now we are 4 past. Who says, take the hot out of the hot bar. Here we go. Please direct your attention down here to slot 9 where I'm putting the hot in the hot bar, but not for long. Howdy y'all, Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Dee-da-dee-da-dee, dee-da-dee-da-dee-dee-dee. Moving over here to the lower left. Gonna move the thing here to chroma out my shirt. Bass Symphony says the birdsong in the background is calming, but also made me realize just how different it is in different parts of the world. Well, that's part of what we do here on HermitCraft. We let folks see things from a slightly different perspective. But yeah, I usually build stuff in Minecraft that I want an excuse to learn more about and research, and I like pinball machines, so it's an excuse to learn more about pinball machines and research them by playing more pinball. So, but that's not the idea to make the pinball machine, that's like the incentive to make it. Oh boy. Oops, that's lower than we need to go here. This is the last one that we need to go all the way down there for. And we got some more water to clear out as well. Good to know. We gotta find the water before we go get the sponges, because I keep coming in here thinking I got all the water, and then I didn't, so. I'm under the water. Okay. Getting a lot of these filled up, that's good. Cha-Cha says, will you make a living space for yourself in the machine when it's all done? If I have time. But I mean, I've got my haunted house back in the spawn village that I kind of have as my living space. Dang it, I accidentally placed the green glass. And we are out of beacon range. So let's head back this way. To return to beacon range. Do-do-do-do. I could re-equip the totem. I could, yep. Borealis Laura says, I live 4 hours east of Nashville and the bird songs are pretty much identical. I keep thinking they're outside my windows. Dang it. This water is annoying. I feel like I could probably pen that up with some birch, though, because that's all on the other side of the wall there. But I don't have any spare birch at the moment. Toxic says, when does Speedrunner Beetlejuice come out? Also, I got confused when I saw the stream this morning. I said I thought it was Tuesday. Doesn't it say Tuesday? Does it say a different day? Does it say Monday or something? I'm trying to do more morning streams just so that I don't... I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. And it's not going great. But the hope is if I have something to do in the morning, I'm less likely to kind of waste half the morning like, let me try and go back to bed. I can't fall asleep. Maybe I'll go back to bed. This way I at least have, because like I have to get up to get my kid to school no matter what. And then I'm kind of like amped up from that. But I'm also still tired. So it's like, nah, I'll try and do something that's not lying around. And then maybe after the stream I'll be so tired I take a real nap, right? I do very rarely stream on Tuesday. This is my reward for getting my taxes filed. I had this day set aside for if I hadn't finished my taxes to keep working on those. But since I got them filed over the weekend, I can take the time to chill. Yeah, I got the tax stuff fixed. Okay. Okay. So. Whew. Morning, Waylon. Hope you're doing well. See a lot of people saying they got their taxes in and were fortunate to receive a nice refund. Good for y'all. Yeah, so as a small business owner, I have to pay quarterly taxes. And I was pleased that... So your quarterly estimated taxes are based on the previous year's revenue. And I'm going to be honest, 2022 was not a great year for revenue. But I was paying quarterly taxes based on 2021, which was a better year for revenue. So I ended up basically overpaying by about $800 a quarter. on my estimated taxes. And so then I got a nice refund, although the refund doesn't actually go back to me in this case, because as a small business owner, that refund gets applied toward my next quarter's taxes. So I had to write the smallest quarterly tax check I've ever had to write for the quarter one of 2023. That was my treat there. And then I'll use the leftover money toward my immigration attorney expenses. Woo! Buy yourself something nice, like a fight against the federal government. Are we out of range of both beacons here? That's an awkward location, huh? Hey, whoa! Toxic Glitter writes in the Discord chat, when does Speedrunner Beetlejuice come out? And I was gonna answer that I don't know. But then Toxic Glitter rolls into the PayPal with, to answer my own question, Speedrunner Beetlejuice comes out now! Not unrelated. Got a promotion, raise, and a bonus, so woot woot woot. Also, since you mentioned it while I type this, I have to do my taxes, and I don't wanna. Well, it looks like you're going to have some time to do your taxes while I process this $500 tip worth of face camera expansions. A solo Beetlejuice speedrun, basically. Just roll it in from Toxic Glitter. Thank you so much for sharing your good fortune with the entire community by supporting my efforts here. Whew, that is ludicrously generous. Okay. So, in order to keep track of this, I'm gonna divide 500 by 20. That, I'm pretty tired. So that's 25. Okay, so we're gonna mark 25 abacus beads here to represent each of those 20s. Okay, here we go. Beetlejuice speedrun. Expand Joe. Do. That was number 1. Numero dos, even larger Joe. Do. Number 2. Now for this next one, y'all have seen that money. Oh wait, we're not even there yet. No. Numero tres is gonna just be an even larger face. What? And for the next one, we're gonna put these chains on here to remind me that these chains I forged in life are about to begin pulling me down to the deep below. And also that humanity was my business. Expand Jost. Do. Or enter the Jost. Lowering the opacity now to 90%. And then, so that was number 4. So for number 5, here we go. Expand Jost. Do. Lowering the opacity now to 80%. Oh boy. So number 6, or numero 6, even more spectral face. Da. Lowering the opacity now to 70%. For number 7, we're going to enter the Tony Stark helmet cam, the most obnoxious face camera size. But we won't be here for long, because we're about to hit number 8, the great T. Joe Ickhillsberg, everyone's favorite Vin Show Ken reference, with a opacity of 50. Woo! For number 9, we're going to roll that down to just one eye. Expand Jost. Do. Thank you again to Toxic Glitter. Okay, that was for number 10. We're going to drop down to a frigid 32% opacity here with an even larger single eye. Okay. Number 11. So we are at $220 into this tip. Grow Hills. Do. And we are going to lower the opacity now to 24%. For an even dozen expansions, Grow hills. Dee 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 dee. Okay. Whew. Everybody, yeah, lots of kind words in chat congratulating Toxic on his promotion. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 20%. Okay, number 13. This is a marathon, not a sprint. But I gotta breathe. Whew. Okay. I guess you breathe in marathons and sprints. I don't know. Lowering that now to 16% Joe Pasty. Boom. Number 14. Here we go. Even larger Joe. Lowering the Joe Pasty. We're at 12. 15th expansion. So we are now at $300 of this $500 tip. We're not even through. 300. We're getting to 300. Grow hills. Lowering the Joe Pasty. Once I find, where is my eyeball? Camera's getting real big. It's hard to figure out what I'm looking at is. Lowering the Joe Pasty to 9% now. Okay. We got 200 left to process. We might not be doing all this on $20 tips. So, here we go. 320. Expand. Taking a while to get to the thing. Joust. We are here. Toxic Glitter single-handedly justifying the Beetlejuice speedrun card. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 6%. Okay. 340. Here we go. Expand. Joust. My brain and my mouth cannot function anymore. Lowering that to 3% Joe Pasty. Just let's turn it all the way up so we can see how big it's gotten. That's how big my eye has gotten. Back down to 3 where it belongs, though. And then, let's see, the next 20. So we're at 360, technically. But actually, we're at 356. So 500 minus 356. Oh, boy. Is 144. So we still have 144 left to process after this. Lowering the Joe Pasty now to 0%. Blowing out that camera entirely. Luckily, we have a song just for when this happens.
Dear live stream views, will you watch my face? It took up your screens and began to fade. It replaced some pixels from a game you like. And this is my job, so I wanna be a webcam expander. Webcam expander. It's off-color optics from a broken cam, and some other child just throws up its hands. The Jost is beaten for showtime now. It's a heady job, and he wants to be a webcam expander.
Webcam expander. Webcam expander. Webcam expander. Hey, get out of the way, Totem Buddy. This is my time to shine. It's me, the Beetlejuice with the Beetlejuice. We are hanging out here in slot 9, but not for long, because there's 144 of that left to process. So let's go ahead and get that correctly on the abacus there. Boom. 2 more face camera expansions, and then we'll be 6 away from the next one. So here we go. Please direct your attention out here in slot 9. Howdy, y'all. It's me, the Beetlejuice, expanded as I was doing National Tennessee. D. And then, numero dos. Expand the Beetlejuice. Da-da-da-doo. So thank you very much again to Toxic Glitter. That puts us 6 away from the next Beetlejuice expansion. Rolling in here. Once again, if you're just coming in, Toxic Glitter says, I got a promotion, a raise, and a bonus So thank you so much, Toxic, for sharing some of your good fortune with the community. Thank you for supporting the arts and my work in particular. Folks like Toxic, who are at a place in their life who they can support the arts, are making it possible for me to do this show for free for everybody out there to enjoy. That's not just free monetarily. You don't just get to watch the show for free. You get to enjoy the show guilt-free. Whether you can afford to support stuff like this or not, folks who are at a different place in their life are making it possible for you to do so. Enjoy the show, everybody. And you know what? If you're in a place later, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even this decade, but if at some point in the future you can support the arts in appreciation for folks like Toxic making it possible for you to enjoy the show free, I hope you find something a decade out that you enjoy, that you can support, and help the young folks who are coming behind you to have something fun to look forward to as well. So thank you again, Toxic, for being so generous and just a fantastic example to the community of, I was going to say generosity, but that's, you know what, we're going to use the word generosity twice. I guess we're there at the $500 mark. Thank you again, Toxic. All right, so we are back in here. We're mining some blocks. Toxic says, how much was tipped before I tipped? 34, I think. Or 36. I don't... Yeah, 36 maybe. No, it was 34. My brain. I've been doing a lot of movement and math. I don't know. Yeah, we just did a speed run there, Drew Baca. Wait, why was the coal block not an option there? Oh, there it was. Betty Davis says, Joe, I watched your clip from last night's stream and I laughed so hard. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Yeah, the Beetlejuice switches over to $50 milestones. Nope, wasn't digging straight down, was digging across there, mini cheese mouse. Digging straight down wouldn't have been too helpful here because of where we're at in the structure and stuff. Like, we don't really need to be digging down that low. I'm mostly trying to clear out this stuff here. And there goes our inventory. So let's go ahead and clear that out. Whew, a lot of progress. Feeling real good about that. Okay, so looks like we might need to roll through here and do something like this for a little bit. Just kind of clear out some of that along that level. Hey, welcome, Eric Rowley's Wild World. We are just hanging out. Just removing blocks, and we're gonna go put them in the trash later. Pearl needs to go collect the trash around the server. Alrighty, feel like we're making good progress here. I am definitely starting to fade a little bit. I actually woke up an hour early this morning to help film a TCG match, and I'm going to be doing that again tomorrow. So, appreciate y'all just enjoying some bird songs with me as we mine out some blocks here. It's nice to just chill. I know a lot of y'all are doing your work too. Any Cheese Mouse says, your pickaxe stat must be higher, one of the highest ones on the server right now. I don't know about that. A lot of people work really hard on this server. They just don't stream it, so you don't see it, right? But you gotta keep in mind, like, Corrales will just come in here and just work for hours without, you know, y'all watching him do it live. Impulse does a ton. Mahi says, I was wondering why you started off the stream in the arena. Yeah. We have a lot of TCG stuff to record in the next few weeks, and a lot of that can't be done on stream, so... Kaname says, somebody made a cool thing where they read in Soundscape the story I made. Oh, cool. Loxter says, by Corrales, do you mean Corrales' kids? You might think that, but I couldn't possibly comment. Delta Carry Girl says, I really enjoy the bird sounds. A bunch of people are saying, yeah, Impulse's mining stats than yours. Probably would be interesting to compare. Yeah, I'm sure Impulse has mined a ton, too. But you gotta keep in mind, too, though, for, like, HHH and stuff, a bunch of other hermits show up and mine a ton of blocks. Like, Isuma's thing, Jev came and dug out a ton. Okay. That took me further than I expected. Right into the drink. I was like, let's use this haste beacon while we can here. It's not a good use of 6 seconds of haste residual. As I immediately fly into another puddle almost. Go me. Perel and Scar go branch mining to go clear their head. That's just part of what started the Diamond Pillars this season. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, too, is Cub mined a bunch of diamonds off camera for, like, 3 days straight. Like, so yeah, y'all might think that I'm doing an above average amount of mining, but I think what I'm doing is pretty par for the course on HermitCraft. We're just those people. Okay, here we go, heading to bed. Lay your head down and dream. Delta Carry Girl says, oh my gosh, I forgot. That was my first episode of Cubs I watched. Yeah, I mean, Cub is pretty darn extreme. All the hermits are, can be when we choose to be. So yeah, y'all keep mentioning Impulse, because Impulse also streams a lot of his digging. But yeah, there's a lot of digging on this server. Okay. Have a fantastic time at your show there, Badger. God be with ye. Okay. Ruff, 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 ruff. I don't know how much the dog sounds cut through. Cub turning around and getting enough ancient debris for a stack of lodestones is no small feat. Exactly. I don't know if you used exploding beds or picks for that, but exploding beds might not count toward your stats towards Block's mind. If I had to guess. Okay. Can't reach it. Nice. Carl Farless says, I'm cleaning my house to Joe cleaning up his pinball machine. It's a super nice addition to the morning. Basil Hunter says, what is HermitCraft if not the documentation of a passage of a lot of time and effort? Well, and that's one of the reasons I think that this is a good thing for folks to have on when they're doing their own work or, you know, chores or hobbies or whatever. Because there's something nice about just... It reminds me of, like, sitting around in the conference room of my dorm. We didn't really have, like, a formal study lounge in our dorm building. But we did have, like, a conference room. Like a room with a big conference table, right? And so folks would sit in there and study and, you know, kind of occasionally chat. And, you know, it wasn't like one of those spaces where it's like you have to be deadly silent. Because we were there to be around each other, but it was unlike the lobby or the picnic table in front of the building, which was like a dedicated social chatter space. This was a space where it's like, we're all getting stuff done and keeping each other company. If somebody gets up, the other people can watch their stuff, because we all, you know, they're only... I lived in, like, the Philosophy and Fine Arts dorm, and you had to apply to live there. And so everybody knew each other. It's only, like, 110 people, maybe. Oh, we need to actually drop this stuff off before we do that. Prince Joseph says, I'm working from home right now. I'm the other end of one of those chat windows on websites. I love listening to Joe when I work. Yeah, glad to keep you company there, Prince Joseph. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. Doing a little stretch here, moving around. Oh. we been going? An hour and a half. And I was at the computer at like 6 a.m. as well for the TCG thing. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to go. I really wanted to get more of this cleared out, but I think in the interest of humor, it's better to, like, I'm starting to feel it kind of in my arms and wrists. So it's better to, let's get this done. We're going to grab some wither roses here for black dye. Won't need that much right now, but... And we will need to make some anvils, but luckily we've got a bunch of extra iron from before. Okay. So... let's make a couple anvils. And then we're going to pick up, how many of these? At least this many. Yeah, we're going to dye each of these black and then name it 56-liter trash bag. What do they call trash bags in Australia? Do they call them trash bags or do they call them bin bags or garbage bags? Or bin liners. What do they call trash bags in Australia? Bin bag, rubbish bag. No, I must include Australia. That's the important part. Looks like garbage bags is just what we want to go with. Okay. Welcome, Kusada. We are wrapping up soon. We are just getting ready to drop off. Okay, so we are going to go over here. Toxic, I was trying to search for what Australians call garbage bags, and there's like, Google's like, the best results are this thing about the difference between British and American garbage bags. But it doesn't include your search result, Australia. And I'm like, no, must include Australia. Okay. So we're going to go drop these off, scars. You know how people just like leave trash piled up in front of that? And then we'll take the extra ones over to the one by the portal. Let's go ahead and do last call for tips. Just as a reminder, we are $4 away from our next face camera expansion milestone. Tips are welcome via paypal.me/JoeHills and YouTube Super Chat. I think, like I said, I'm not quite ready to end the stream, but my wrists are starting to bug me from sitting in this position for so long. I think I might switch over to Pinball FX3 for a minute while we let those last tips roll in. Yeah, there we go. The Prince Joseph says, you play games other than Minecraft. Sure do. Why don't we go kill some skeletons or a skeleton farm while I play Pinball FX3? That sounds like a good way to do this. We could always use more skeleton farms. What else do I play? I play a lot of threes. I play a lot of Stardew Valley. I play a lot of pinball. We need to turn these lights off for this to work, don't we? Okay, here we go. So, let's go ahead and open Pinball FX3. Library, Pinball FX3. Hey, we got a tip rolling in from Mary for 4, who says, toward the trash cleanup fund. Well, hey, that puts us evenly at our next $50 tipping expansion milestone, so here we go. Expand me. D-D-D-D. And then let's go ahead and drag that over there. It looks like we got another tip rolling in. Let's see who that one is from. We got another 4 from Toxic Glitter, who writes, rounding up. Thank you so much, Toxic. That gets us now 46 away from the next expansion milestone. Like I said, we're gonna play 1 round of this week's pinball tournament, maybe 2, because sometimes it takes me a round to warm up. We'll see how the first round goes. But the nice thing is my wrists won't hurt because this is a different controller here. What is this guy doing? View my tournament. Let's see. I'm at the top right now. Hard Luck and Cosmic Goddess are catching up though, so we got to take this seriously. Far too seriously. This is a creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, there's 4 main things that you need to do. You see the word film there in the center above the flippers? Complete kiss, open snack bar, complete paid, and shoot slide. Those are the 4 things you need to do to start the film. Starting the film is a multi-ball where you get opportunity for big points. So, generally, you want to do that. So, you see how that KISS is scrolling past there? If you can hit that right there, we have spelled kiss. Now we need to start the snack bar. If you do all the tasks to start the film in order, you get more points. So we want to hit the snack bar shots next before we hit the slide or the paid. Whoops, we're hitting the paid. It's not optimal. It's acceptable, but it's not optimal. Okay, we want to hit the snack bar shots. So that was not the best. That one was not the best either. Wow. Let's get some little bit of ball control. There was a second snack bar shot. Okay, let's see if we can get some ball control here. One more shot from starting the snack bar, which is the blue shots in the center. Dang it, one more shot from starting paid. We might do that out of order if we're not careful. Real, Think we started paid.
Thank you. Enjoy the film.
There's the snack bar. Okay, that was ball 1. We got 3 out of the 4 things necessary to start the film. So while... that's really loud. Options, audio, hostile creatures off. Well, that doesn't seem great. Actually, that's probably fine now that I'm looking at it. Does that make the bubble column not work? Why is the bubble column not working? Actually, the whole farm might be broken now that I'm looking at it. Boo. Daddy Bird 4K says, just wanted to make sure that my tip came in for Mike trips and a refreshing backing track. Let me double check. Hey, you know what? There are 2 more tips that came in. Thank you. We got one from Phil for 10 who says, whenever you do stream on Tuesday morning, I love catching you at work. Thanks and keep up the good show, brother. And then we got another one from Byron who says, mincing tips and a refreshing backing track. Or micing tips and a refreshing backing track this morning. And tip 16. I don't know why the alerts for those didn't show up properly. Thank you for letting me know. Because, yeah, I went back. They are there. So thank you very much to Phil and Byron for those. So thank you for calling that to my attention. Not sure why that didn't go through initially. Speech to text. Well, oh, good. These guys are still falling down here. I really need to get the good sword for killing skeletons out, don't I? This is not the good skeleton sword, I'm realizing. Oh, the problem is they're not taking the fall damage anymore. Yeah, so now that the water's gone, they'll take the fall damage again. Okay, cool. So anyway. So, now the last thing we need to do is shoot slide here. Okay. And I overshot that. That was a waste of a ball. Never knows before how much the sword swipe sounds like somebody taking swings with a golf club. Yeah, you're right, it does. Oops, overshot that. And missed.
Stay cool, Daddy-O.
We just need to hit the slide to light start film. And then that'll let us get the multi-ball where the big points are in this game. And that wasn't great. Almost. The slide is the shot on the far right. Ah, I almost had it. Okay, not a bad warm-up ball. Not a bad warm-up ball. 30 million, it's okay. Ball down, indeed. Cook County, the end. Joseph says that one bird in the background reminds me of my childhood growing up in Memphis. Haven't heard that in years.
Now, on with the show.
I do what I can. Dang it. Missed kiss.
Stay cool, Daddy-O.
So the kiss start thing is a timed shot. I did not have the timing. Dang it. I didn't have the shot there either. Yeah, maybe I'm too tired for this. Okay. Let's see if we can hit that time shot on Kiss this time. Nope. Did not. Come on. on. Ball control. Nope, no ball control. And the skeletons are starting to pass out from heat exhaustion or something. I forget what it's called. Even though we have enough bones, we always need more leather armor for our friend Cleo's armor stand stuff. Okay. Can we get the kiss on that one? Yeah, there we go. Now we got the slide. We didn't want it yet. We wanted to try the snack bar and then page, but whatever. It's fine. A little bit late. Double feature combo collect. Dang it, did not quite hit the snack bar shop. There we go. Snack bar is now open. So now we just need to spell the word paid in the upper right in order to start the film. Dang it. Did not. So, as you can see, completing 3 out of the 4 tasks gets you about 30 million points. If you get 4 of the tasks, that's going to help you a lot. Because that starts the film, then you're in the multi-ball, and then you can get the big points. Let's try one more.
Now, on with the show.
Didn't get the kiss. You know what, let's say forget trying to do this in order. Let's just, there's film. There's the Ellen film. We're just taking shots at the snack bar, taking shots at whatever. I'm too tired to do these sequentially. It might be optimal, but I really want to show you all the multi-ball from starting the film. More than I care about getting a perfect score on the approach. There's the slide, which is the Emin film. So now we need 2 more shots to light the snack bar. We need to hit the kiss on the far left.
Aw, come on. Well, maybe.
We're 1 target away from starting kiss, 1 target away from starting the snack bar. All on ball 1. Not terrible. There's the kiss. Very smoochy. Now we're 1 shot away from starting this snack bar and spelling film, which will start the creature from the Black Lagoon multi-ball. Boom. Film has been spelled. Now we need to lock a ball to start the movie. You can do that on either left or right side. Or just drain. You can just drain the ball instead of starting multi-ball. That's fine. We'll take an opportunity to kill these skeletons as a moment of reflection to gather our wits for ball 2. Okay. Resuming the pinball. So we're at 33 million now. Ready to start the multi-ball. But we gotta shoot either the far left or the far right sides. Nope, that's the drain. Now I'm not sure if you can do a full plunge to get this. Let's find out. Let's find out. Full plunge to see if we can get the drain on the right or left. Nope, did not. We got a hot dog. I really want to start the film. Come on. Either lock. There's the lock on the right. Universal presents creature from the Black Lagoon. Now we have to search. Dang it. I have to shoot the snack bar to restart multi-ball. because I just lost the multi-ball. We got very little time, and don't have ball control. And there's the 3. Boo. 40 million. Not a great game. But once again, not a great round. It's a good game. I'm just playing it poorly. Happy afternoon to Italy. Alrighty, well, I'm clearly too tired to actually play pinball, and my wrists hurt too much to sit at the keyboard and mouse to keep playing Minecraft. So we're going to call this stream here. Do we actually let this end to the exit screen? Okay, cool. Now it's done. So right now, if we look at our tournament list, I'm still number 1 with 105, but that's a very easy score to beat. Hard Luck, Cosmic Goddess, and NJ could all catch me. There's like 5 days left in this tournament, I think. It ends on Sunday. So we're going to quit that. Let's see who is out there on Twitch that we can raid this morning. Thank you all so much for joining me today for this bonus stream. I had a lot of fun. It looks like our friend Pearlescent Moon is playing some Minecraft, so playing some modded. Why don't we go ahead and raid Pearl / raid Pearlescent Moon. Alrighty. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Oh yeah, our raid messages. Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills raid here. Stop streaming.